episode of EVP Mediums. We're back at the Pioneer Mill in Tiffin, Ohio. We were so fortunate to be able to meet up with a good friend of ours, Jennifer Outwater. She is one of the top psychic mediums in the world. We thought it would be a good idea to bring her in and get her opinion of what she feels is going on and what the story is with the spirits.
Hey.
Hey, Jennifer.
It's good to see you.
Thanks so much for coming up from Atlanta.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. What do we got going on?
Oh, hey. All of our viewers have already seen my impressions of what's going on here. It was overwhelming to me. I get a lot of activity here, and we wanted you to come in and give us your expertise.
Sure.
Tell us what you think's going on. Let's go upstairs. I want you to take a look at this area. A lot of the staff has talked about hearing footsteps up there, and most recently they were talking about a shuffling sound. So that's down in the basement bar, so we need to go down there and take a look too.
What I was picking up was so much activity, even more on the property than inside for me.
Definitely.
With the flooding and there's people missing and there's the fire, but I don't see anybody dying. And then we've got all the things going on outside, but since they're both going to cross over because the building is irrelevant for the dead, I think it's going to be really cool to see what we pull out on the EVP with this. I mean, maybe we focus on the people who were lost in the flood and what happened to the building.
Exactly. And I believe that a lot of the spirits hanging out here are from both of those disasters.
Yeah, I agree. I get the same thing. So hopefully we can figure out who it is,
Hear
what's
a little
going
bit more
on.
of the story. We got a lot of the story in the first investigation. We're hoping to get some to kind of finalize it in this one.
Perfect. I'm excited.
Me too. Let's do it.
Awesome. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good. I'm Jennifer.
Hi, Lori. Nice to meet you.
Lori, tell me what's going on here. What'd you call us in?
There's just always been a lot of activity here. People have seen spirits, ghosts,
Guest employees.
guest employees, yeah, everybody. They follow you around a lot. That's what I get a lot, is they follow me around the building constantly.
Make you uncomfortable, or
No, it's business as usual for me.
So for you feel like everything's good, right?
Yeah,
like it's not
nothing scary.
bad.
Nothing
okay,
scary.
good.
Nothing scary.
Good.
They like to stomp in the upper banquet room a lot. I could tell you for hours.
At the end of the day, we're going to pull as much evidence as we can. So if it's good with you, we're going to get started.
Let's do it.
All right, honey. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. All right. So we're ready to begin. It's 11:45. We're in the main dining room. So I think the main thing is that they've been seeing the woman come through here, and they were talking about a man also. So I think we're going to try to focus with them, right? We knew that there was an Ed or an Eddie, so we're going to see what we can pick up with him.
So who's here with us?
Do you want to talk with us?
Edward, you're here with us. Is that correct?
Do you like... You're Edward? Thank you for confirming that.
What's your last name, Edward?
Can you say that again? Did you just hear that? I heard him say, "I'll touch you." That's hilarious, huh? It is kind of hilarious.
Is there a child here?
Edward stifles.
That's what they said last time.
He does. He shuts them up. Yeah, no, the hair allowance is standing up. Why are you staying here?
Mary, are you here with us?
Tell us about yourself, Mary.
Who's looking for their son?
What's your name?
Cancel. You know, you can't talk to us like that. We're ladies. My question is, why are you here?
I know. It's not
You're not responsible. Is that what he said?
anything. Oh, it's. I breathe. Breathing. Breathing. Help me. Respect. Get up.
Can't stop me. What can we do?
No.
No.
I hope you.
Jesse? Jesse owns this place, right? Welcome. You're welcome.
Are there other Daltons here? Some?
I would. It's that.
Jesse, what was your role here? Did you work at the mill?
But you got what? He never
You work.
got it.
Who was the lady in white? What is your name?
Hey,
I heard Emma. E-M.
Do you remember us from last time?
like,
So that we know that you're listening to us and able to communicate back, can you say Pioneer Mill?
no,
Can
Why-
you?
why not?
Funny, no. So a different question. Okay.
Can you say Tiffin?
that was,
When I asked the spirits to repeat the word Tiffin, they replied Memphis. Is that a way the spirits were trying to communicate to us where they were from?
So a different question. Okay.
Can you say Tiffin?
that was,
What about any of our names? Do you know any of the three girls' names sitting at this table?
oh, oh,
All right, we're in the main dining room at Pioneer Mill. We're going to try to attempt to reach out to you, Jesse.
hey, what are you for? The man?
Jesse, do you remember my name? I know that you want to communicate and that you understand us. Can you say Tiffin, please? Say Tiffin.
But, find out.
Who's talking to me?
Do you want us to come back and help you?
Is anybody else here? Is Edward stopping anybody?
Yeah.
Edward, leave. Go away.
You
I've also been engaged in the questions and answers.
Hey, Jesse, I need you to come in and talk to us. We only want to talk to you and find out how we can help you.
Who else is down here?
What is the lady's name? Is she related to Jesse?
Are you mad that we're in your booth right now?
Jesse, is that you? Is that the only word that you know, or do you know any other words? Is it Emma?
Ida, what was this building when you were alive?
I thought I heard it say this was shelter for freight.
I'd really like you to validate you being on the other side by repeating Tiffin.
Stop the question. What did he say?
I thought he said. I'd really like you to validate you being on the other side by repeating Tiffin.
Stop the question. What did he say?
I thought he said. What are we?
Somehow I can talk to you. I heard that. So is that interesting for you that we can talk to you? Definitely. Good. Do you want to cross over, Jesse?
Jesse, from everything that we've gathered so far, we've determined as a group that you are the actual hero here. How do you feel about that? Great.
Good.
I'm glad you do, because you certainly sound like you were a hero.
Are you ready to go into the light?
Jesse, are there other people that we need to cross with you? There is? As we see in the EVP sessions that we had, Edward was getting incredibly agitated, and I was baiting him a little bit. Edward's an earthbound spirit, and he has free will. And what we know with that is that there's nothing we can do. He has free will here, just like he has over there. So with these spirits, when we're trying to get them to cross into the light, we can only assist the ones who want to go. And for the ones who want to stay, they will. So the parents are up. Emmett. Jesse, is the Emmett the little boy that needs to cross? Because you said his parents were already up in the light, right? What if we can find him outside? Can you help us find him outside?
Is he in the river?
That is enough. Was he swept away in a house with his parents? Up top. Were you trying to help him? You were with him?
So Jennifer asked a follow-up question, and the spirits get frustrated because we're not understanding and our follow-up question doesn't make sense. And so we get a response like, oh my gosh.
You were with him? Go to the river? Okay, we If we go, will you help us? Hey, Jesse, listen, we're going to try to help you relieve your pain. Can you let us do that?
I'm so glad we made the trip back to the Pioneer Mill. The first investigation was amazing. We got a lot of stuff, but this one really kind of pulled it together.
Yeah, I agree. Girls, what do you think?
Well, we had Jesse Dalton in the first investigation over and over in every room, and so we really wanted to make contact with him, but Ed's presence was just overwhelming. We had to tell him to leave, and
Right. And that's one thing that we definitely determined, that Edward was possibly the bully of the spirits. So we were having a really hard time communicating with the ones that really wanted to, because he kept butting in.
Right, it's hard when you've got strong spirits like that, and especially if you've got an earthbound like Edward, right? He's the negative entity that's going to come in and push everybody else around because they're a little more timid. We're also working with 2 layers in time, one that goes back to the 1800s and one that's current into 1950s. Neither one of them died in that fire, but I'm not going to be able to be here with you guys when you do the crossing over. But when you go back, cross who you can. Don't worry about who you can't. They have free will to choose. You guys just participate and get the mission done.
We're looking forward to doing that.